I paid off my parents' debt as a surprise, and now they're mad at me for making them look bad. My parents have been drowning in debt my entire life. Not the kind you accumulate by being reckless, but the kind that sneaks up on you when the factory your dad worked at for 22 years shuts down, and your mom's nursing salary suddenly has to carry everything. Credit cards, a second mortgage, medical bills from when my little brother needed surgery at 14. By the time I left for college, the number was somewhere around $47,000. I knew because I'd seen the statements on the kitchen counter when I did my homework, memorizing the numbers the way kids memorize song lyrics, without even trying. I worked all through college. Not just a campus job, but 2 of them. I tutored pre-med students on weekends and waitressed Thursday through Saturday nights. I graduated with a finance degree and landed a job at a mid-sized investment firm at 23. I wasn't rich, but I was careful. I budgeted the way other people breathe. I cooked everything at home. I drove the same Honda Civic I bought for $4,200 my sophomore year. By 26, I had saved enough. I want to be clear about something. I didn't do it to show off. I didn't do it expecting a parade. I did it because I was 11 years old when I watched my mom cry at the kitchen table over a bill she couldn't pay, and I told myself that someday I would fix it. Kids make promises like that. I just happened to be one who kept mine. I called the credit card companies. I called the mortgage servicer. I set up the payoff so nothing would bounce. Then I printed confirmations for every account, zero balance, paid in full, and drove to my parents' house on a Saturday afternoon. My mom was making lunch. My dad was watching a game. I set the folder on the kitchen table and said, "Here, read this." My mom opened it. She went quiet for a long time. Then she started crying, and I felt my chest fill up with something I hadn't felt in years. My dad came over, looked at the papers, and I watched his face do something complicated. Then he closed the folder. "You shouldn't have done this," he said. I thought he meant it was too much, too generous. I started to say it was fine, that I wanted to, that it wasn't a big deal. He held up his hand. "You made us look like we couldn't handle our own problems." I genuinely did not understand what he was saying. I asked him to repeat it. He said it again, slower this time, like I was the one not making sense. He said that by paying off their debt without asking, I had gone behind their backs, that I had treated them like charity cases, that he had a plan to pay everything off himself, and now he'd never know if he could have done it. I had taken that from him. My mom nodded along. She was still wiping her eyes, but now she was nodding. I sat down because my legs felt strange. I said, "Dad, the interest alone was costing you $800 a month." He said, "That was our burden to carry, not yours." My mom said, "You made us feel small, sweetheart." I looked at the folder sitting there between us. 3 years of double shifts and the same 4 meals on rotation. $47,000 I had handed over without a single condition attached. I thought about the surgery bill with my brother's name on it. I thought about my mom's face at the kitchen table. I said, "You didn't fail me. That's the whole point." They said I should have asked first. They said I should have let my dad try. They said I should have talked to them before making a financial decision that involved their accounts. My dad used the phrase, "overstepped," twice. I picked up the folder. I put it in my bag. I said, "Every confirmation is in there. Everything is paid. You don't owe anyone anything anymore. I'm sorry it made you feel this way." Then I drove home. I keep turning it over, trying to find the part where I went wrong. Maybe I should have asked first. Maybe handing someone their freedom without warning is its own kind of shock. What I do know is that my mom hasn't called since Sunday, and my dad texted once to say he hopes I understand where they're coming from. I understand that I love them. I understand that I kept a promise I made to myself at 11 years old. I just didn't know that would be the problem.